I often ask women, where do you want to be when you're 80, 90, or even 100 years old? We want to be self-sufficient. We want to be strong. We want to be independent. We want to have our wits about us. So if we look at taking care of our foundational health now, it steps to being that way, being independent and self-sufficient when we're in our older years. When we look at the Women's 3, it's just a very simple way of taking care of those basic needs. These are the 3 foundational aspects of what we're offering to women. The Women's 3 is the end result of a meeting of the minds. Momentous got a group of thought leaders through the female lens and asked us all what we thought would be the basic needs for active women. We came to a very valid conclusion that women, for the most part, are missing the mark on iron, calcium, and vitamin D. From a clinical standpoint, we know a lot of women are having a misstep in their iron and their iron absorption, but women don't know how to supplement properly with iron or what kind of iron they should be using, what's the most bioavailable. So we went down the rabbit hole of what's the optimal iron supplementation and timing for women to use to be able to boost their ferritin and to bring their iron levels up. That became one of the paramount products for the Women's 3. When we think about calcium, most people think about calcium for bones, but we also know that calcium is really important for muscle function, as well as some of our gut integrity, and of course for bone health. So calcium becomes another really important pillar for women's health. And then vitamin D is really interesting because research keeps coming out about how a lot of people are walking around with low vitamin D levels because they miss the basics. Because they're so wrapped up in all the information that's out there and trying to do the things, they miss the very basic needs of how they should be taking care of their bodies to achieve peak performance. So the Women's 3 is something that we can offer that's going to help cover those basics. Momentous is doing things differently because they're actually looking at the need factor of the human body and how we can improve things like foundational health, how we can really allow women, and specifically women, to understand what's going on in their bodies and be able to supply things that they might be missing without having a question. There are 3 really important things to remember about the products. 1, it's the science. 2, it's the quality. And 3, the protocol that goes with it. If we're looking at iron, when's the best time to take it? When's the best time for your body to absorb it? First thing in the morning, when hepcidin is low, so our body can absorb it. We think about calcium, you can't take it with iron because they'll bind together and they won't be beneficial. So you want to take it away from iron, so at the end of the day. And the same with vitamin D3, when's the optimal time to take it? There are specific protocols so that these will actually be beneficial and work within the body. The more research that comes out about iron, calcium, and vitamin D3, especially for women across the lifespan, the more these 3 become super important for women to implement. The Women's 3 just helps boost their performance potential. I trust the process. I trust the cleanliness of the ingredients, the deep dive that's being done on the science to make sure that it is actually something that is worthy to go to market, and the ethos of the company of not putting something out just to make money, but putting something out that is definitely beneficial to every active individual, which is a complete rarity in the supplement industry.